Hello and welcome to Q&A with CQ, where we break down complex topics into simple, easy-to-understand segments. I'm CQ's digital assistant. The contents of this video has been prepared and checked by attorney Christopher Quebrell, a qualified UK solicitor. Today, we're diving into a topic that is essential for anyone planning a trip to the United Kingdom: how to apply for a UK visitor visa. Whether you're visiting for tourism, family, or business, this video will guide you through the application process and what you need to prepare. However, it is not intended to replace an independent legal advice and should not be taken as one. So, let's get started. First things first, what exactly is a UK visitor visa? A UK visitor visa, also known as a standard visitor visa, allows you to visit the UK for up to 6 months for various purposes, including tourism, business, and visiting family or friends. If you're planning to study, work, or get married in the UK, you'll need a different type of visa. Now let's talk about eligibility. Before you start the application, you need to check if you're eligible. To apply for a UK visitor visa, you must meet certain requirements. 1. Genuine visitor requirement. You must be a genuine visitor who intends to leave the UK at the end of your visit. 2. Sufficient funds. You need to prove that you have enough money to support yourself without working or accessing public funds. 3. Reason for visit. You need a valid reason for your visit, such as tourism, attending a conference, or visiting family. 4. Reason to return to your home country. You must show that you have strong ties to your home country, like a job, family, or property, to convince the authorities that you'll return home. Now, let's move on to the application process itself. Here's a step-by-step breakdown. Start by filling out the online application form on the official UK government website. This is the first and most crucial step, where you'll provide your personal information, travel details, and the purpose of your visit. Once you've completed the form, you'll need to pay the visa application fee. You can check the current fees on the gov.uk website, just search for Home Office fees. After paying the fee, you'll need to book an appointment at a visa application centre in your country. During this appointment, you'll submit your biometric information, including fingerprints and a photograph. Make sure you prepare and submit your supporting documents. You must gather, submit, or upload a set of supporting documents along with your application. These documents are crucial for demonstrating that you meet the visa requirements. I'll go over these in detail in just a moment. On the day of your appointment, arrive on time with all your documents. After submitting your biometric data, your application will be sent for processing. Once you've submitted everything, it's time to wait. The processing time is normally 3 weeks but may also take longer, depending on your country of application and the time of year. You'll be notified by email when a decision has been made. Now let's talk about the documents you'll need to submit as part of your application. The exact documents may vary depending on your circumstances, but here's a general list. Passport. Your current passport should be valid for the entire duration of your stay in the UK and should have at least one blank page. Appointment confirmation form and checklist. Print the completed form and only sign it when instructed by the visa application personnel. Photographs. You may need to provide passport-sized photographs that meet the UK's photo requirements, although your biometric appointment often takes care of this. Note that in some circumstances, photographs were requested. It's better to be prepared. Travel itinerary. A detailed itinerary of your trip, including flight bookings, hotel reservations, and any planned activities. Proof of accommodation. Documents showing where you'll be staying during your visit, such as hotel bookings or an invitation letter from a friend or family member if you're staying with them. Financial evidence. Bank statements, pay slips, or any other evidence showing that you have sufficient funds to cover your expenses during your stay in the UK. Letter of employment or study. A letter from your employer or educational institution confirming your employment or student status, your role, and that you have permission to take time off. Invitation letter. If you're visiting friends or family, an invitation letter from your host in the UK, along with their passport and visa details if they're not a British citizen. Proof of ties to your home country. Documents that show your intention to return home, such as a letter from your employer, proof of property ownership, or evidence of family commitments. Additional documents. Depending on your reason for travel, you might need to provide additional documents. For example, if you're traveling for business, you might need a letter from your employer or an invitation from a UK company. Before we wrap up, here are some common mistakes to avoid when applying for a UK visitor visa. Incomplete forms. make sure every section of the form is filled out correctly. Even a small mistake can lead to delays or rejection. Insufficient documentation. Always provide as much evidence as possible to support your application. Missing documents can lead to a refusal. Overstating your finances. Be honest about your financial situation. If the visa officer finds inconsistencies, your application may be refused. Remember, a visitor visa does not allow you to work or live permanently in the UK. Violating these terms could lead to removal and future visa refusals. And there you have it. A comprehensive guide to applying for a UK visitor visa. If you're planning a trip to the UK, following these steps carefully will increase your chances of a successful application. Remember, the key is to be thorough and honest with your application. Thanks for tuning into Q&A with CQ. If you found this episode helpful, be sure to subscribe and share it with anyone you know who's planning a trip to the UK. If you have any questions or topics you'd like us to cover in future episodes, or perhaps you need further assistance, please feel free to reach out on our social media channels or call us to book an appointment at 00441628662294 or WhatsApp at 00447402092136. Until next time, safe travels.